guys, and welcome back to another Sunday in my chaotic garden. It is slightly more chaotic than it was last week. Venus has been at it again, and I am going to use this opportunity to start a new garden bed. So I'll take you along with me. We have been to the shop this morning and got some bags of compost, every gardener's delight. And I'm going to start preparing the area, and as always, my garden beds are made from what is lying around the garden, what I can find, and I have bricks that are lying in a garden bed at the back of the house, but they aren't doing quite what they should be doing. So I'm going to take them and stand them up as I have in another part of my garden as the border of this bed. So come along and let's fix what Venus has broke. Here we have a nice pile of happiness. So I'm going to top up some pots and some garden beds, and then this is the area that Venus has been digging. I'm assuming she can smell moles under the ground. Usually in winter, that is when our other dogs did dig quite a bit, but this is just getting beyond crazy. And so I have a few thoughts on what I'm going to plant in this space. So obviously the bed, my intention is for the bed to come down, pardon the motorbikes in the background. Sunday motorbike run in South Africa is a thing. So yes, so the bed is going to go down and across, sort of in line with the other beds that are there, depending on how many bricks I have. And then obviously the space at the back will also have to become a bed one day, or maybe a platform for a table and chairs. We'll have to see, to avoid people breaking legs and to neaten up this area. It does slope down, so I think I need to dig a little bit and flatten the area so that it is all one level. I have a feeling this is going to be a bigger job than I intend for it to be. But let's see how far we get today. I do have a limited amount of time to get this going, which kind of stresses me out, because that means Venus is going to see bare soil all week and want to continue digging in it. But I do have other things that I need to be doing. Trin is doing her confirmation shortly, so we have to go off to church for her catechism lesson. So let's just see how far we can get, and do excuse my process. To mark out the space. To be the bottom of the bed, but I need around the edges not to slope down. I'm going to lay some poles down where I'm going to put the bed, because I don't have string. So the poles will have to do. have a look. That looks nice. Now, my thoughts with this bed. Oh, that looks nice from this angle too. Yeah, I like that a lot. And I think because this gets shady quite quickly, maybe we put a little platform there and put the table and chairs there rather than underneath the olive tree over there. I don't know. My pumpkins usually take up that space, so it might be quite nice to have a little spot there. Anyway, we shall see. So for now, my thoughts with this is, do I plant more veggies in here, or do I use this bed, because it is right there by the veranda, as a little cut flower bed? I was gifted some beautiful, huge dahlia tubers. I believe they are very big ones and they're red, so I'm deciding on whether I put those in the garden beds. Also rethinking of what I need to put in my garden beds, because buying delicate flowers that Venus just stomps on is going to kill me. So I'm thinking more topiary bushes that I can keep small and manicure with rose bushes in amongst. I'm not entirely sure at this point. I could put the dahlias between those. I do have some dahlia tubers in the main garden already. So that is my thoughts going forward, and where, yeah, making a decision as to what this bed is going to be used for. Anybody wants to let me know what they think. So what we are going to do is we're going to, oh, look at that, it's a windy day today, not one of the nicest, it's one of those blustery, oh, see that's coming to an end, powdery mildew all over that. So as you can see, this bed at the back here has those bricks that stand up slanty and rest on each other, and that's my thought process for this garden bed in the front for now. Right, taking a look from the camera's point of view here. Nice little slanty line of bricks. I think I now have to go and collect some more. Right, that was 10 bricks, went far too quickly. I think I'm going to run out of bricks. 10, maybe another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another 15 for down there. Oh dear. I will go hunting. Bricks. We're getting there. My camera went off unbeknown to me, and I have put those bricks down and taken them up and put them back down at least 4 times. And as you can see, I just have a little gap there in the corner. Maybe 6 more bricks need to go there, and I have run out. So I'm going to take from the bed behind me until I can scrounge up some more to replace them, because this is quite visual and in everybody's initial space. I don't know if I've made it too wide. It's over the edge of the veranda there, but if I go in more, then it won't be in line with the bed behind here, and then it'll just be too skinny. So I'm going to go with it for now. Container that sits in the garden near the tree stump, and whenever I'm weeding or getting rid of, ooh, look at that, yeah, that is going to be delicious. See, random containers around your garden are a good thing. Just sits there in the piping hot sun and in the rain, and I stick in all the bits and bobs that I pull out of the garden. Look at that. Oh, that is delicious compost. And everything that hasn't decomposed, we've got mushroom spores in there, so that'll be decided. We'll just line the bottom of this bed and will slowly break down in its own time. Oh, come on, glove. Go. Nice. We'll pop on top of this. Oh. Ants eating me. Whew. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And I did it. I finished in time because, as I mentioned, I didn't have too much time to be out here, so I managed to get the bricks all put in and all the compost in, and I'm very happy with that. I'm just going to lay a grid over so that the dogs can't dig and the cats can't get in it, and then I'm going to spend some time thinking about what we are going to use this space for. Obviously do the worst part of gardening, clean up, But whilst doing this, I have decided I would love to have an archway here that I can grow my butternut up. But if I don't get to that, then that space usually becomes where the butternut grows and takes over that space, which is quite nice to have that free. But here we have used a little bit of the soil to put around the bed. I would like to level out a bit more, and then we do have around the garden we do have these bricks. My dad was a brick paver, a very successful brick paver when he was alive, and so when he stayed with us, lots of his bricks from jobs were dropped off here. So we have a couple of like bricky things lying around the garden in random areas. So I figure I will level out here, get some nice sand and level out and lay these pavers, kind of make a platform here, nice and tidy. There will be a boxwood fence growing in front of my hydrangea hedge, and this will be a boxwood hedge with the opening here, and maybe a nice little platform here with these bricks. We'll see how big we can get it, and my little cafe table and chairs can be on this platform over here. I could put in another bed here. The shade from the house does shade off here, and I just think it might be just a nice space to put the table and chairs. And yeah, so let's pretend this is the table and chairs. You can sit here and look at the garden. Hello, a successful project, I think. Thank you for spending this time with me in my garden for my impromptu fixer-upper. If you want to carry on seeing how I try and fix the destruction that Venus does on a weekly basis, please follow along and like my channel. And it's just here for fun and for me to document this progress in my life. Have a wonderful week. Until next time.